This got me the Sega Genesis Mini. I had $60 gift certificate, and these were on sale for $60. Didn't pay a damn thing for this, but I'm glad I got this for the collection. I didn't think I wasn't gonna open it up at first, but I was like, why the hell not? The minis are cool. I have quite a few of them now. I already pre-ordered the TurboGrafx 16 mini on Amazon. That was $100 right there. But at least it was free shipping. The plug. It looks like the same plug you get with the Retron HD. Sega Genesis controller. Two controllers. It's not bad, two controllers. I think the Nintendo only came with one. Another HDMI cable. You usually have to buy your own, even though they come with them, because I gotta still finish all my wires, but because some wires are really short, it looks like that. And when I get everything done, it's just slowly getting done. I want it to look better. I don't want the wires showing so much. I can only do what I can do. But yeah, I don't want, if I can have little less wires showing, that'd be even better. I think that's it for the PlayStation, the Sega. Well, yeah, I got the Sony PlayStation Classic, the Neo Geo Classic right there, the Nintendo and the Super Nintendo Classic. So yeah, and now I get the Sega Classic, which I also had another Sega Genesis for anybody who got them, because you know Sega, I forgot the company what it's called, Air Games, created the Sega Genesis Mini. So they kind of started the classics before they were considered classics. But what it was like 15 or 16 games, which is cool. You know, you get your Sonic, Mortal Kombat, or Street Fighter, depending on what version you get. And then you get a couple other Sega Genesis games like Kid Chameleon, Vector Man, maybe the X-Men, I don't know. And then you get a bunch of bullshit games. That's cool. The Sega Genesis Mini right there is taped up on the top because you clearly can't use it as a system like the other one. But there you go. The Nintendo Mini's upstairs. I have the Super and Sega Mini, PlayStation Mini right there, and then the Neo Geo Mini Classic right there. But yeah, I actually got two PlayStation Classics. They were on sale for $20. Only reason why I picked it up because they were $20. Wasn't gonna pay full price for a shitty system. But I forgot what I was trying to say though. Yeah, but the Sega Genesis one, the first one that came out, it came with 16 games. Like this one, they had like a little handheld version of it, which came with 16 games, and then you had like 40 games of bullshit, you know, like puzzle games, just made up games. You try to sell a system like you're getting games with a system with 32 or 64 games, but you're really not. You're only getting 16 games and a bunch of bullshit games. This one's actually coming with all Sega Genesis games, and it's coming with 30. No, it's coming with 40 games. All Sega Genesis games. Not made up games like the other systems. I don't know if I have the cover down here to show you guys. But as you can see, all. Let's see if I can find it real fast so this video ain't going too long. Here it is right there. So this was the one I got right here when I was talking about. This is the Sega Genesis Classic Console made by Airbase. And it's cool because you can play Sega Genesis games on it. And it'll tell you it has 80 built-in games. But if you look, right there, that's your list of Sega Genesis games. So you're getting like maybe 25, 26, 30, maybe. And then you're getting all these games with just puzzle games, you know. Curling, bowling, Joe Magic, Mahjong, Match 11, Space Hunters. It's a bunch of bullshit games. Checkers, chess, another checkers games. whack-a-mole. So they're telling you it's 80 games, but it's really not 80 games. And the wires controllers really suck for this system. But the cool thing is, if you have Sega Genesis controllers, you can hook up Sega Genesis controllers to this, and you can actually play Sega Genesis games on that, because I have played it. And the only other down thing I can say about this, the audio sucks for the games that are built inside. For some of the games, the audios are really bad. Audio is really bad. But yeah, that's it. Video's getting a little bit longer. But yeah, it's cool that I have this. I didn't think I was going to get it, to be honest, because I already have that version, and I can play Sega Genesis games. But I had it $60. It was either this, or I was going to get Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. And I can get that later when it's cheaper. I decided just to get this now. Hook it up. Now, I wasn't that big of a Sega Genesis fan. I mean, I did like it, don't get me wrong. But I was more of a Super Nintendo fan, you know? Sure, Sega Genesis had Beavis and Butthead. Beavis and Butthead's version was better. Their Castlevania, I like their Castlevania, but I like Super Nintendo versions better. The wrestling games on the Sega was just a little bit better than the Super Nintendo versions. I have them all. I mean, the Royal Rumble was the first one I got for the Sega. Which that version actually has Hogan, while the Super Nintendo version doesn't. Victor Man was a great, amazing game. Of course, who doesn't like Sonic? Even though they overdid it with the Sonic games. It's hard to think of a game. Kid Chameleon sucked, but that game was too. It was just, that game sucked. Golden Axe was cool. That game was definitely better on the Sega version. Road Rash, I loved Road Rash. That was on Sega, not Super. Yeah, you have Street Rage on Sega. You have Final Fight on Super Nintendo. Pretty much the same game. And I loved those fighting games back then. I played Maximum Carnage on the Sega, which started me off on Marvel games back on '94. That was my living on the street days. Phantasy Star was cool, but I was more of a Final Fantasy guy. So yeah, that's Kid Chameleon right there. But yeah, this video is going way too long. When I do this, I kind of see if I can find my other camera so I can make the video a little bit better presentation than this. But yeah, I definitely want to show off all my stuff. Hold on, Job's calling me. Well, anyway, thanks for watching my video. Modog out.